Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys having a good day. So my wolves and my ninjas. Learn from old people the old tricks. You know? Old tricks will always help. And besides that, like they might save you some money. Now, I knew this trick for a really long time, but for some reason, I got so much on my mind. You go through things. So last night, as you can see, it's rainy. It's rainy out, it's gonna rain today. And I'm in that hot ass room. You know what I mean? I mean, really ain't hot, but I like to feel the breeze, feel some air, So I left my window open last night, and I left my phone on the windowsill like a fucking idiot. So little do I know, it got rained on, but it didn't rain too bad, so it didn't get soaked. Thank God the Lord's, I'm looking out for it, nigga. Thank the Lord I went to sleep early last night and fucking woke up an hour before. Usually I'm always up at 3 or like 5, and been waking up at that 3 o'clock mark, going to sleep earlier, trying to get my body in shape, get my body back to rest so I can start working out again. Anyway, so my phone gets wet. I turned it on this morning, dried off. Well, it was already on. I dried it off, put YouTube on, because I wanted to hear the speaker, because I already knew what time it was. It's break my equipment time, do stupid shit to myself time, and then be angry about it, like, hey, why is these things keep happening? Because you're dumb and lazy, and you won't do what the fuck you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put your shit away. You're supposed to be a grown-ass man. And until you have these things in order, until you can know the seeable future, because there's seeable future and there's unseeable future. Seeable future is me knowing it was supposed to rain yesterday, but it didn't. It was supposed to be a little sprinkles or some shit. So automatically my brain, I should have had, it's gonna rain at night then, dog. Close your window. If you ain't gonna close your window, why are you putting your phone in your window when you seen what the day was like? What do you think the night's gonna be like? So that's what I mean by seeable future. That's what I mean by people can see things before they happen, and you, by paying attention to your mistakes, the things you normally do, eventually you'll see your future, because you'll start seeing what you're gonna do, because you know yourself, and you're like, I just want to put it down right there. But every time I do things like that, I trip over the shit in the doorway and spill things, and eventually you get tired of the shit, and you're like, yo, all right, I don't want to put this extra energy. I'm tired, I'm whatever, but I know it's gonna make me have to use my energy later on anyway, so what's the fucking difference? I might as well use this little bit of energy to get this little bit of bullshit done. I'm already aggravated. What's a little more aggravation gonna do? It ain't gonna kill you, So, now let's get to the tip. Even though, those are tips too, but... for me, it's called the rice trick. Now, a long time ago, thank you. That's what's up. She said, I don't care if it's a green light, that's Poppy, I gotta stop. Oh, I love that shit. Long time ago, I believe it was my mom, my grandma, and, other older people tell you these things. And you forget who told you first, so I'm gonna give respect to all of them. And, hey, kitty, what are you doing out here? You better get inside before it rain on you. So they always told me the rice trick with cell phones. You get your cell phone wet and certain technology like that. Like, you know, back in my day we had beepers and just anything, remote controls. You know, you're stupid enough like me to have a glass of water and put your remote on top of it. Like, a lot of times when technology gets wet, it's usually finished, but a lot of times it's really not. It's just wet, you know, and if you can dry it off, you'll be good. So what I was always told was to get a cup, if you can fit the object in there, and you fill the cup up with rice. Well, you put the thing in first, and then you fill it up with rice, because you want the rice to be all around it, you know? Because rice has a magnetic pull, if you want to call it that, to water. You know, it absorbs like a sponge. So, two and two together, you have a machine, phone, whatever. You can't get on the inside of it. You only could take so much of the phone off before, you know, you can't get to the inside. Especially the speaker part. You crack that shit open and you might break the fucking speaker. So, as I'm panicking and about to get upset and saying, damn, man, how am I gonna make my little videos now when I'm chilling? Or I want to walk out, because I do the video walks because I need to get the fuck outside. Like I keep telling you guys, yo, bro, 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk is needed. You need to get the fuck outside your house and feel the air, hear the birds. You hear them? You need these things. They have an effect on calming you. You know, my father made all these wonderful things for you specifically. You, me, blah, blah, blah. He made this shit for you and gave it to you and said, this is yours. If you use it, you use it. If you don't, you know, keep thinking headphones and synthesized music and all that. That shit is good, you know. I like playing the melodies, the hertz and all of that shit. But that's fake music, dog. It ain't real. It ain't fucking someone playing that shit. That's what we need to get back to. Doing shit ourselves. The original shit. Everything's synthesized and digitized, and we move away from these things. Now, like I said, instead of panicking, for some reason, I guess the spirit of my grandmother or my ancestors came through to me and was like, yo, bro, how many $40, $50, how many times you don't go fucking spend money on fixing your speaker because you're too fucking stupid to have rice? How fucking dumb are you? And because it clicked in my head, oh, the rice trick. And I say, yo, bro, how many times did you spend money these last 2 years? And you could have fixed that simple problem, because it's either cracked, you know, I can't fix that, or a couple times my shit just get wet, you know, because I'm outside. And it just really made me, I wanted to punch myself in the face like, yo, bro, you was wasting mad bread. Like, not even a lot, you know, but that shit add up, bro. All them $50, that's my food, bro. That's food out of my mouth. That's money that I could use towards other things in my life, like, and be happier than making videos. I love making my videos. I love talking to you people, but you know? Anyway, so I do it because I remember I had a bag of rice that I've been saving in case of emergencies, you know? And it's just been sitting there forever. I gotta go get a new bag. So I just threw that shit in there. I just Took the whole bag, opened that shit, put my whole phone in it, shook that shit up, let that shit sit in there from like 4 to about like 6. Take it out, put it on, shit was working good again. I say yes. Put it back in there, let it sit there. Got up, got ready for work, did my thing, took it out, wiped it off. And I could say that it, from the way I could barely hear it. Like, for me, holding the phone down like this, I could barely hear it. And I was like upset. But then, good looks, Grandma. You already know what time it is. Feel me? So that made me really happy. I was like, yo, that's what's up. Saved yourself some money, saved your phone. Now I just gotta fucking figure out little other things, you know, get back to my things like that. I put it in one of the shadow rooms, a bunch of little tricks. So, you know, I think I'm gonna do a video on that. I don't know how, because my random shadow videos, you know, like when I put videos together, bro, I just go. And sometimes I search and find certain things, and then it's not random. So, you know, but I think I need to do that definitely, because just like a lot of other little things that I know and other people know, and we have to share these things. These little tips can save people money, save your life even. And like, I've been seeing a lot of cooking things, and I'm like, man, it's definitely time to get back to just being humble and living simple. You know, you don't have to do so much, I realized. And I got to get back to teaching my I don't know if it's the right, it's not the right word, the path of loneliness, you know, or not the path of loneliness, because you're alone don't mean you have to feel lonely, you know. So it's more of the path of being alone, you know, and how many men had to deal with it, and women. And then you realize, like, okay, I'm not gonna have a family, so then I need to, it's scientifical and religion, and there's no way in the world, there's nothing you're gonna go to that doesn't tell you you need people around you. You need to give a fuck about people. You need people to give a fuck about you. If you're truly by yourself and you don't express these little things, your life ain't gonna be that good. You're gonna end up a hating ass nigga, and that's that. Or you're gonna be by yourself and be happy, because that shit really makes you happy, being truly alone. So I ain't gonna just say it's either or, you know what I mean? It's up to who you really are. But this is why the cool uncle, the cool aunts, you know, they used to really have a lot of respect. And well, who you think those people were? They're usually really nice people. They're workers, you know. What the fuck do you think they don't have a family for? It's because of their lifestyle, like, and then they may have, you know, not chosen the person that would have stayed with them, or whatever the case may be. But what I do know is these type people used to be like the coolest one in the family. I remember that. I remember when the single male was the cool uncle that came around with gifts for the kids and the barbecues. They was always the dude that, you know, they had the jokes and the stories, because they're living life. They're living the life that other people can't live, because they have kids and shit, or they have to whatever. You have a girlfriend, you have a what. So they get to see things and learn things, and they used to spread this type of knowledge. That's crazy. I definitely am the realest nigga in the world, bro. Just sat here and had like a 5 to 10 minute conversation, which I shouldn't have, with I had the extra time. I forgot I started working early to work. But this particular dude, Jason, was having problems for these last 2 years. And then I come in, I see this guy with a fucking yin and yang chain on. And I'm like, yo, bro, that's a nice fucking chain. I like that. You know what I mean? A little silver. And he's like, yeah, man, like, I was gonna get the peace sign thing, but I seen that, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I don't know. I said, well, you know, all people got good and evil in us, so that's why I like the yin and yang, because it represents the truth. We all do dumb shit, and we can all do better. So, you know, it's like a rotation. Next thing you know, we're sitting there fucking dying laughing about how he got a couple fake gold on chain rings like I used to have, or I have, and you know, the chains. And he's like, yeah, man, I got my yin and yang over there. And I was like, yo, I got my shit over there too. But they had this other bigger one, and it had like the diamonds like this in it, the fake dimes. And that shit was stupid. I wish I would have got the one you got, because it didn't have nothing in it. And all I had to do is keep cleaning it. I wouldn't have to, the shit's falling out, and then the way the thing rusted, it just was a bad deal. But for all the shows that I did with it, it served its purpose, because I'm like, yo, that shit look right, bro. I was stunting. I miss stunting, bro. I definitely got ruler's blood in my veins, because I don't even like the stunt, really. This shit makes sense to me. Anyway, but that was really funny. Like, we're sitting there talking about how, like, a lot of men, he even said it, he's like, yo, bro, people be looking at me, hating, giving grills. And I was like, yeah, man, trust me, I know. I'm like, I live in the poor side of town, and when I get dressed up in my little outfits and I throw the slacks on, the button up, all that, and I just be walking around the hood, and dudes be grilling. And I'm like, man, that shit be annoying as hell, because I was telling him a story. I'm like, yo, one time, bro, I'm literally about to go get food, and I'm making a video. Well, I ain't say I was making a video, but, you know, and I got all dressed up, had the shoes on, everything. And then I go to get food, and some dude looking at me all funny like, and I was like, what you think, you special, you rich? You shouldn't be out here like that. Some stupid shit. And I was like, I looked at him funny. It was like, yo, bro, you hating right now. Why you mad? Because I'm dressed up? And he goes, nah, I ain't mad. You just trying to show off. And I looked at him, and I said, bro, how much is your watch? This man's like, yeah, my watch like $2,000. I'm like, yeah. I said, well, you're mad at me, right? Because I'm showing off, right? I said, your watch is more than everything on my body right now. Included everything. I said, so you think I'm showing off because I have a nice button down with nice pants. It's clean. It's not Ralph. It ain't. It's the shit you can walk up your dusty ass up. Oh yeah, you got a car. You could drive your dusty ass a couple blocks that way, and then you can see the same shit in the window and say, wow, I look nice in that. But you won't. You'll say, that's a cheap ass store, and we don't wear that shit. I don't wear knockoffs. I don't wear fake gold. I don't wear. You got that real $2,000, $3,000 watch with them dusty ass shoes on and them dusty ass jeans looking like a dust bucket. But you got money though. It's not my fault you come outside in your dusty ass clothes. That's your fault. You have money. You probably have a home, better job, but you don't give a shit about yourself. See, that's the difference between king-minded and actually king money. You could have king money and still be a bum-ass nigga. You could be king-minded, not have money, and say, I'm walking around this motherfucker like I am, like I deserve. If I had more money, you niggas would really be mad. You'd really be mad. Why? Because I would wear less of the jewelry, because I'm not wasting fucking, this ain't no rap video, nigga. I ain't wearing a fistful of gold rings. If they real, what the fuck I need that for? My wrist full of rings was to represent my faith. Every piece of jewelry I had represented everything I teach. Duh. Sound the horns. My daddy's in the building. And, you know, if I had real money, you know what I'd be walking around with? A chain and a charm that says the Lord. What I think the Lord's name is. That's what I would wear. I go customize my own fucking suit and put the Lord's name on it. Would you do that? No. You go buy Ralph and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? You need that expensive stuff. You need to put a man's name on the back of your fucking tag. Have another nigga's name on your hat. Nah, I need my father's name, bro. Well, my name, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with buying other people's clothes neither. But it's really amazing how many people really have no self-confidence or fucking love for themselves, really. Because I keep saying it, I get it. You know, you don't, if you really got it, you don't buy a whole bunch of gold chains because there's robbers and shit. You're not supposed to show off. You have real shit. That's why I understand why people say shit like, yo, don't be shining and all. Yeah, because your shit is real. A nigga stick me up, dog, you can have all of it, dog. I'm gonna go buy the shit next week when I get paid. And that's it. I just go buy it all again. The fuck, nigga? $120 ain't a lot. Duh. See, that's the difference between dudes that can make shit look good and dudes that have to buy the good shit to look good. I could buy regular shit and look good because clothes make you look good, not the fucking name brand. That's what makes you look good, the way you wear the clothes, not the name brand. Only in superficial, stupid people's eyes. Oh, you ain't got the Nikes, you ain't got yee. Those are the type of people you're supposed to be like, all right, I know not to deal with you. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they on me. You wasn't shooting with me in the gym. It's crazy. Like, we live in a world where people really, you have status because of what you have, even though you're a fucking loser. People have things to get better status and don't do it. Then be mad at a regular man that cares about the way he looks and says, I want to look better because I fucking poor. I can't shine with the car and all that, so I'm gonna shine with my faith. I'm gonna shine with these laws. You know? That's where I try to get my shine at. By being a good man. Being the example. As best I can. A lot of men don't want to do that. You want to get shined up and then try to go get women. I get shined up to get women's attention so I can preach to them. Because, you know, they don't want to hear that shit from a dusty nigga. It's unbelievable. If I come regular like Jesus did, they won't even listen to the message. They'll be like, I don't want to hear that shit. They won't even stop. You let me throw these glasses on, put that little bop on with the shoes, you know, get that little strong walk. And then they stop like, oh, Jesus Christ, he's as nice, yes. And, you know, which is sad because that means we gotta pretend to be or shine up and just to talk about the truth and how, you know, this doesn't make you who you are and all. It's so stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna begin my day nice because it is what it is, bro. All love, all praise to the Most High. There's a lot of tricks and tips hopefully, I think I'm gonna just start writing some down, looking some up, and because I know when I see some of these tips and tricks and little things, my mind be blown like, wow, I can't believe I never heard of that yet. Good thing I went through these bullshit ass scrolls or whatever. There'd be so many little things that could improve the way you live, save you a little more money, you know. It's not like you're gonna do a lot with a little, but you could spread it out and have a little bit more for yourself, you know. It's about to be a hard times for a lot of people, especially with this. I want to say one more thing. I don't know if this is true at all, because you know the internet is used against people, especially billionaires and all this shit, you know. Image is everything, and if you say something's bad, you know, people follow like idiots. So I say do your own research. I keep hearing about how all the top super duper smart guys, I ain't even gonna name their names, but you should know their names, because even though you don't know them, you hear about them, because they make sure you, good morning, they make sure you hear about them, and they sound the horns. Well, supposedly they're tanking. Dudes is tanking. So when they start tanking, the things that they bought are gonna tank. You get it? So I don't know. And then with all of this, like I heard you could buy blue checks on Twitter now. I heard you don't have to earn them no more. You know? So when things like this happen, that's the beginning of the end of things, you know? So I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is, if you make money on these platforms and stuff, you need to start thinking about how to get to a new platform, because I don't think a lot of these platforms are going to be here much longer. And I don't study that world. You know, I dip in and out, see what they're doing, because it affects my world. But a lot of things they said, like I'm watching this guy show this man speaking himself and promise this, and this is going to be this and this, and now we're in the future, and everything he fucking said didn't come true. He's not as smart as he thinks he is, and multiple people are going to pay for it for believing in him. And boy, oh boy, there's this, like I said, man, being regular isn't so bad, you know. The time of the fake dream and entrepreneur shit, and you're an idiot anyway. If you're a fucking idiot, you don't even need to worry about being rich, my nigga. Why? Because soon as you get the fuck up in that bracket, everyone around you that's smarter than you is gonna target you to take your money. Why? Because that's how the fuck you stay rich, nigga. Not all the time, but there are so many men that dog, once you get up to a certain level with that paper, and you don't know what that paper says, and no one gives a shit. It's legal. You're an idiot. You signed this shit over to him, and now your shit is gone, and that's it. Sound the horns. You know? And a lot of people, a lot of people are going to find out they believed in the biggest bullshit, and they should have knew better. You know, and it's hard not to know better. You want to invest, you want to do things, you want to bring your family up. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. You got to take chances. But now I think this lesson is going to teach people, take a chance, but don't take all the chance in the world. Don't put everything up, dog. Like, Jesus Christ. People are losing homes and jobs, getting fired. Imagine you go to work, and when you get there, they say, you didn't know you were fired? And then find out you're literally one of the hardest workers there, and the reason you got fired is because they put random people's hat in a name and they picked it. Or love, All praise to the Most High. Like, think about that. You're the hardest worker, but they randomly pick. Instead of just actually doing the work and looking at who's working or what you know. So, I'm not saying this is happening all over, but I'm saying it's happening because I watch people crying on TV about it. I watch them cry and say, I can't believe they did this to me. Anyway, all love, all praise to the Most High. Be safe. And like my father said, learn to endure.